Tuesday night baseball set to come your way from Fenway Park in Boston. Tonight we continue the road trip with the first of three between the Minnesota Twins and the Boston Red Sox. Yu Chang makes his big league debut right after this. Walker Buehler, a Kentucky-born right-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last three starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a swing and a miss on the game's first pitch, and that's how we get started in the Tuesday opener. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, I know they've caught a little bit of a losing streak right now, but they got good veteran presence, great veteran presence in that clubhouse. And I bet you someone steps up today and says, this stops. We get it done today, boys. He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Taylor backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Now he's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. He stands out.
I'm here to watch his dynamic play. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
Hey, if I'm on the mound right now and I get a swing and miss like that, I'm bouncing it even further, throwing it even higher. I might pick up the rosin bag and throw that and see if I can get a swing and a miss.
And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. He doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
The 2-1. Fouled off. Just underway here at Fenway Park. Swing and a miss. Looks like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2. Now at the plate, Byron Buxton. As you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
Off the plate, lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outside.
And he fouls this one off. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Duran has a beat on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Down go the Twins in order. And now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. At the plate, Jake Duran. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Red Sox.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Center fielder.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they come into this one looking to make amends for a loss last time out that put an end to a 7-game winning streak.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting. Great defense. Good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Hero, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
You know, taking a look at this lineup, Matt, one thing you have to take into account is the variables that you can't control. And that's the wind. It's blowing in. It's howling in. You're going to see some guys in this lineup change their approach. Not be looking for that launch angle and trying to drive the ball out of the ballpark. It's going to take a big man to put one over the wall today.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman. Bases are empty, one man out. There's one that misses inside and the count's run full now, 3-2. Pitch popped up. Lewis in foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. On the only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start.
He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. We are still scoreless. Ready now, Shorty Holt, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's in there for strike one.
Nope,
ball
that's a
strike.
ball. One ball, one strike.
Hit hard up the middle. Kang ranging up the middle. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Hit hard down the line. This is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. In there, and it's 0-2 now. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
The 1-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Stepping in the box, Royce Lewis will get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming, here it is. Good pitch there, had him a little out in front. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. swing and a miss at one in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He was 1 for 4 in Sunday's affair. Swinging a ground ball to third. Charging this one, and they will get no. He's in there. A very close play at first. Hold on here, though. That was really a close play, so they're checking to see if they want to challenge that safe call.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
At the plate, Jorge Alfaro. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner.
Hey, there's no waiting around trying to work this guy into deep counts and get into the bullpen. This is a mid-90s fastball guy who loves that pitch and is aggressive and comes right at you. I would assume the offense is going to have a similar approach.
A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Buxton is after it. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Set to get his evening at the plate started. Trevor Story. It's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Popped him up. Lewis over to his right. And that ends the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. We'll move to the third with no score. So striding in, holding Obradovich. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
That's a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Good downward action there, and it's 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And he misses 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Here's the first pitch to him. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. So far this season, Robinson is carrying a slugging percentage under .350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. One and two to the Twins catcher.
You know, that almost works like a pitch out there. Maybe you get the guy to chase out of the zone, but at the very least, it gives the catcher something good to throw if the man on first is on the move.
It's outside the throw. Skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. 2-2. They'll stand alive, putting together a really good at-bat here.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
2-2 pitch is a fastball high, so it runs full. 3-2. Carlos Correa will be next. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Runner in scoring position at second with one away. And the former #1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. One strike.
After taking such an ugly swing, if I'm the batter right now, it has to be in the back of my mind that he might repeat that exact same pitch.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Obradovich, the runner at second with one away. Liner toward right center. And that's the first hit in this one for Minnesota. Long throw to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%. Not trying to do too much. Able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Hits this one hard the other way. There's one. Out. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Now batting, Christian Arroyo. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line.
The designated hitter, Christian.
And that's in there for a strike.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Behind 0-2 now. Arroyo is a guy some would regard as a defense-first type of player. He excels in the field and really makes an impact on games with his glove. At the plate, however, not quite as much of a threat.
Yeah, but a guy with a defensive-minded skill set like this can play in the big leagues a long time. You can find ways to score runs, find ways to put the bat on the ball. You can't find guys that play defense the way he does.
One more time. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Just hung in there on that one. Center field. And there's the first hit of the game for the Red Sox.
Hey guys, that fires me up right there. He stuck that in there, grinded out 10-pitch AB, delivered the knock. That was fun to watch.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. His path to the big leagues wasn't the most direct, but you have to give him a whole lot of credit for getting here. He has a chance to make an impression on the higher-ups here in September and earn a more permanent spot on this roster next year.
And he's done exactly that. And I'm sure he's had to prove himself to himself at moments, had to look in the mirror and decide.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it's a foul ball.
When you have 2 strikes on you as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to beat them. That was a missed opportunity.
On to first, the double play.
Really good hit from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
Standing in now, Hernan Perez. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Red Sox go down quietly. They trail this one 1-0. Back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Watney with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ready for another chance? Tyler W. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
W.
And I'm not sure you can get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1.
I'm sure the boys are going to blow him up in the clubhouse for that ugly swing right here. But he has a chance to regroup. Take a deep breath, take a step out of the box. You know you got a few to throw.
Scooped up on the backhand.
Got him.
And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The 17th.
So one away here with the bases empty. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton.
Ball 1.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strike.
Ball.
Up top, it's 2-0.
No
Buxton, or sometimes just Buck for short. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys. I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Buxton ahead in the count, 3 balls and a strike. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here. Striding in, Shorty Holt. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Fouled away. One run, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. On the move again from Burke. Got him swinging. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Up next for the Twins.
Riding in once again, Alex Healy. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Hit back up the middle. Chang fields it cleanly. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit and is side. Now at the plate,
leading off.
Duran comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And a fastball is in there for strike 1. Line to the right side. Hope is there to put it away for out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box now, Yolmer Sanchez. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Circle change here, but it's taken for ball 2. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Hit out to its second. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. The ball with the plate. Yoshida put it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
The 1-0. Misses, ball 2. Yoshida. Originally from Japan, of course. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. He pulls this one into right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Stepping in, Royce Lewis. He's 3 for 1 thus far.
The third baseman, Royce Lewis.
Now the pitch. In there, strike 1. And it's fouled away. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And 0-2, he misses with a fastball. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Holding over nothing. Scored after reaching on a walk in the first at-bat. Starts him out with the knuckle curve, and he swings through it for strike 1.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
1-1 the count now. The 1-1 home. Down the first baseline. Take it to the bag himself for the out. Settling in now, and Robinson 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-2. Gets him looking up around the letters. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked with manager Alex Cora during the break about his thoughts on the Red Sox hitters to this point. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed one base runner. So it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground to third. Comes up with it. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away.
Now batting,
stepping in, Jorge Alfaro flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. And he takes strike 2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
The second baseman.
Well, he's really locked in at this point of the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2 scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
The 2-2 one more time. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Down in order go the Red Sox. They still trail 1-0. Here's Carlos Correa now. He's set to lead it off in the Minnesota end of the 6th.
Carlos Correa.
Here comes the first pitch. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch until he proves he can lay off of it.
The 1-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Darren Obradova. First pitch coming, here it is. And that misses for ball 1. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 1-1. Looked at for ball number 2.
Counting 2
A lot
and
of
1.
righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
Fastball.
Yep, that ball went out.
And, looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Tyler W.
Ready once again. Tyler W. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitching.
Wow, he almost made a heck of a play in left.
Now, yeah, Matty, you can't hold the left fielder there. You see he makes a tremendous effort, but he just can't haul it in, and it gets past him for an extra base hit. Like the effort, though.
Looking to keep this a one-run game, the pitch.
Ball 1, no strikes.
A ball and no strikes. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this is a fair ball as it'll head toward the pesky pole in right. On to second, but he's in safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Now batting. Right
well, he was almost out of the inning. The last two batters showed him that you can't lose focus on the mound, even if you get 2 quick outs. Back-to-back doubles shows you just how quickly things can get away from him.
Into the box, Shorty Holt. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Set and the 1-1 pitch. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Count 2 and 2.
Count now at 2-2. Outside and a full count, 3-2. Alex Healy would be next. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Bring up the former first-rounder Christian Arroyo.
Leading
start
off
things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later innings.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder. Or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt?
Drilled to first. And he has some trouble with it. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make a play for the first down.
The batter, number 3.
In now, Yu Kang. Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and a strike to count. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors for the Red Sox to this point. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. You can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that thing inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
And
outside,
a ball, 1-0.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Now the 2-0. Is looked at for the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. And that's in there. Base hit.
Yeah, Matt, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first. So as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
First delivery to him on the way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on it without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on straight.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The first baseman, number 5.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Yolmer Sanchez. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. Holt going back on it. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Boston strands a couple. They trail things here 2-0. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play.
Now
Matt Moore is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Matt Moore. Your attention, please.
Is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. So far this year against Southpaws, Koo is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite.
Ripped on the ground to first. And take it to the bag himself for the out. The next twin up, Royce Lewis, got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Digging in once again. One run scored thus far. Hit hard back up the middle. Story plays it in. In the dirt, but a good scoop at first. Saved it. leading off the inning, Yoshida.
Leading
They'll
off
look to get
for the
something
Red
going
Sox.
here and even this game up.
No
Even though
fielder.
we're moving into the
Number
back end of this
35.
game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Here comes the first pitch.
Nope.
And that
Ball
misses
one.
ball one. Two balls and no
That's
strikes
outside.
now to the Red Sox left fielder. Here he comes on 2-0. Too
That's the
high.
ball.
And it's 3-0.
Yeah, well, down two. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tie run
Count
to the plate.
3-1.
3-1 the count now. 3-1. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Holt is under it. He's got it one away.
Third baseman, number
One
2.
man is out in the Red Sox
Alex.
seventh. And that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Bregman.
Your attention,
Here's
please.
the Minnesota skipper
Now
making his
pitching
way
for the
out to the
Twins.
mound. And it
Number
looks as though
60.
that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Somebody needs to go rattle a cage right here. Take the bats and start throwing them all over the dugout.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Oh, he's
He's
safe.
lucky in time as he beat the throw to first. Well, it took until the seventh, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too
Nope,
big.
outside.
Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, Dero, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get
Oh, that's
hits
out.
early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait for the seventh inning in this one to come through.
Yeah.
2 balls and a strike. Weak grounder back for the man. The second for one. Turn throw is in time. How about that? They do turn two, and it gets him out of the inning. 1 hit's all they get. 8th inning coming up. Twins are out in front, 2-0. Digging in to try it again. And Robinson. He's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts, though. Well, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really
Whoa,
dangerous
that's
for a
out.
pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
And now a pitch on the way. To 1-2 now. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back even now at 2-2. holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get the chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Outside with the fastball. It's 1-0. Robinson aboard here at first with nobody out. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Now the 2-0 home. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Pops this one up. Sanchez has room in foul territory, and he brings it in on a warning track. So digging in now, Aaron. Delivery to him on the way.
Oh, that's inside.
Fly ball out toward right field. Perez will drift over to his left a few steps as he takes it for the second out. At the plate, Trevor Story. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
They're starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs. And we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Here comes the first pitch.
Count
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Hit on the ground to third. Eats him out of it. And the
he's in there.
He's able to beat the throw to first. Red Sox DA Christian Arroyo, 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. It's outside the throw. Wide, and he's in there with the stolen base. No one out with a runner at second. Doesn't want him to get off to a big lead out there at second, so he steps off to looking back. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Falling for it, Obradonga. 1 away. Throw behind him to second. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Tristan Tate come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 40, Tristan Tate.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 9 homers and 22 RBI.
That's inside.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Ready with the 1-1. And this is popped up near second base. Correa is under it. 2 gone. Now in the box, Hernan Perez. Runner in scoring position with Sagan. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball, that's out.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strike. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Perez is holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Liner toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. Now a 2-1 ball game.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around and score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Roll. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors. And you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
That's a ball.
He's on 1-0. This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting glove and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
1-1. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's got to hurt. Stepping into the box, Gilmer Sanchez. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
To hold the lead, here's the delivery. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Red Sox settle for just the 1. Adalberto Mondesi will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Number 29.
Nico Goodrum is also into the game as he takes over short.
A defensive
First
change
pitch coming, here it is.
Now playing short. Number 28.
No balls and 1 strike.
Goodrum.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
That
changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beauty. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Flying toward right center. And there's a base hit. This could wind up as an important insurance strike here if the leadoff man's aboard to start the 9th.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the 9th. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning.
Yeah, you love when
a defensive change for the Red Sox.
You also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not
having
to come out there with just a 1-run lead.
1 to start the at-bat. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. W on at first, nobody out. Just off the black, and it's 2-1.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
And he is in there.
It's so important. Two batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 1-1 to count. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Runner goes for second. He's in the dirt here as it bounds a few feet away. And no throw. Back as they'll just hang on to it. Well, the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will
now batting. Designate the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk. And the force play is now over. Standing in, Royce Lewis from the stretch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
got a ball,
Plate,
1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball, not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Smoke for third. 1 there.
Out.
Relay to first in time, and just like that. Ready for another shot now. Yoshida. Hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Fielder,
Johan Duran enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
For the Twins. Number 50.
Taken outside for ball 1.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
The 1-0.
That's
fastball that misses.
2-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And a split-fingered pitch catches the zone 2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike. Boy, talk about getting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
Stepping in now, Alex Bregman, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Obradovich. And he makes the catch for the second out. Red Sox down to their final out now. Up next will be the big catcher, Jorge Alfaro. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the ninth. Grounded to the right. Obradovich scoops it up. On to first here is going to do it. And the Twins have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get 1 of the next 2, the series is theirs.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Minnesota Twins led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Pablo Lopez gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. Walker Buehler pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Johan Duran closes the door for the save, his 39th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Twins, 2 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 35 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Fenway Park, 37,755. We'd like to thank the Red Sox Nation for their continuing support and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.
Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, the Twins combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the Red Sox on the road 2-1. As of right now, the Red Sox are in 4th place in the AL East. The Indians racked up 11 hits as a team as